Hi, happy Sunday. I had to think for a hot minute. It's just, as y'all know, it's just been a crazy month. So we had graduation on Friday. Everything went great. I only cried just a little when they walked in, when they played the song, the pomp and circumstance. I always cry. So that's about it. I only cried then. It was long. 2 hours. It was like 2 hours long. For a small class, I think there was like 110 of them. So we had that on Friday. And then Saturday, I went to a craft show with my best friend. And then Case had track finals. And it was like as soon as we went to that craft show, like she was texting us when we were right at the end and we were eating lunch. She was like, okay, we're getting ready to leave. So we had to hurry up and get done there, go home, pick her up. As soon as I picked her up, brought her home to change, and then we left again, and I didn't get home until 7:30. So today has been a much needed, much wonderful home day. I worked out on our deck. I love to sit at the table when it's not too hot. Let's be honest, when it's not too hot. There's a nice breeze. I don't know if it's because we have our pond. Not that we have like anything amazing, like not getting a lake breeze. But, we have the pond there. And there's sometimes a really nice breeze that comes in there. And it's just nice to sit out there. So I sat outside and worked from 1:30 to about 5:30. I sat out there and I got caught up on some work. And it was nice. It was really, really nice. So I've been waiting. I've been waiting to show this today because I was waiting for it to get a little bit dark. This warmer is beautiful. It is beautiful warmer, but I kind of wanted it to be a little bit dark so that you guys can see how it looks when the light was off. And then strategically trying to be somewhere in my house where it's kind of dark. We have a lot of windows. You don't realize how many windows you have until you're kind of waiting for it to be dark. Or, I could have went in the bathroom. One or the other. So let's talk Pacific Mist. That's the scent. Oh, if you like oceany scents, it's hands down. It's a must. Technical description: misty ocean air wafts through coastal sea salt and driftwood with a buoyant touch of tropical nectar. It's just, if you liked ocean, it's a must. I really liked ocean. I had ocean in my clip for a very, very long time. Tiny, not much. A tiny bit of floral, but not a heavy floral because I'm not a heavy floral person. Just the right hit of that salty seawater. It's really good. Like I said, if you like those fresh... If you like a fresh scent, you'll like this one. If you like oceany scents, you're going to like this one. And it's not heavy water scent. Don't laugh at me. You guys know that I think water has a smell. It is not heavy, watery smelling, but it is definitely ocean breeze smelling. It is just amazing. I love it. It will be a must-have in my bedroom because that oceany scent, I love. Now, in the summer collection, we have ocean air and coconut water. So, ocean air from the summer collection that comes out on the 1st, that one is more coconutty. You can smell that sweet, kind of tangy coconut in it, where there is no coconut in Pacific Mist, okay? Where ocean air, oceany, good, sunscreeny type of smelling scent. Pacific Mist is more sitting on the beach with your windows open kind of scent. No coconut, no fruity, no nothing. It is just pure ocean breeze. It's very good. I really like it. Like I said, it will be a staple in our bedroom for sure. Now, there have been some people, I have not noticed it. There have been some people, so when we create our bars, the oils get dropped in, right? They get mixed in this big thingamajigger. And the oils are, the scent oils are distributed within the wax, right? And we all know that certain oils are heavier than others. Just like science, it's just facts. Some oils are heavier and some oils aren't. For some reason, some bars, not all of them, I haven't noticed it, but there are quite a few consultants who have noticed it. Some of the oils within this scent particularly settle down at the bottom and they turn a brown color. Now, this doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean it's dirty. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with it. It's science, okay? I don't know science, but I know it's science that for some reason, when this scent, something in it, and they're trying to like pinpoint exactly what it is, but for some reason, when heat hits this oil or this scent or this combination or something like that, it has a tendency to turn brown. But again, it does not affect the scent at all whatsoever. It still works. You just look at it and you go, what in the world? I keep laughing and saying that it's sand. It's authentic and it's sand at the very bottom of your ocean. That's what I'm saying. But again, just a heads up, it doesn't affect the scent whatsoever. It just looks weird at first because it's not something that we're used to. Again, it is just science, but I wanted to let you guys know. Okay, next, this warmer. It is called On the Seashore. Let's start opening it. I've got to remember not to put it back in the box so that I can do pictures with it. I want to go outside and kind of get the light. Man, they got this one wrapped up like a doozy. All right, let's put this box over here. This probably means I will never be able to get this back in the box correctly. Let's just be honest. That's probably what all of this means. All right. Cord. Let's take the dish out. We're looking at a clear glass dish. 4 cube, if you could see the 4 cuber, all clear. It kind of maybe has a little, no, I think it's clear. I was gonna say, at first I thought it had a little bit of a tint to it, but I don't think it does. This frightens me. If it goes, oh. Okay. Okay. It's an Edison bulb warmer, which means it has a bigger bulb. Look at that. Look at that. And Edison bulb warmers have just a different glow, and I'll show you, because Edison bulbs are kind of in a yellowy color, but they're so bright and pretty. We don't have very many warmers anymore that take the Edison bulb. Okay, this is overkill, but that's all I could grab. Alright, so an Edison bulb is a 40-watt bulb. Like I said, it's just a bigger bulb, and it's got that yellowy tint to it. So it always gives any warmer that it's used in a very, very unique look. So let's put that there. Let's plug this in, and then we'll look at this warmer. Each one is going to be unique. It is hand placed like a sea glass looking tile. Some of them have like a coppery hue to them. Some of them have like a red hue. I'm right here. Hold on. I'm trying not to knock anything in my whole entire life down. Hold on. And outlets are hard. Why is it? Does anybody else, like, you have to turn the plug-in thing like 4 times to get it to line up right? Or is that just an Amber problem? It's probably just an Amber problem. All right, let's look at this. So it's got feet on the bottom, so you don't have to worry about a warm, like a notch for your cord. It's got feet, so it's raised up just a smidge. And see, it's got all of these beautiful tiles in it, and they're all glass. They are hand placed. Let's see what it says. Yes, hand placed glass tiles capture the deep turquoise hues and subtle brown accents where the sea meets the sand. It is a greenish color, not blue, okay? It is more of a green color, but again, being that it is glass, it is going to kind of take on whatever is around it. So if there is if you put this with more of a blue room, it's going to appear probably a little bit more blue. It's one of those warmers that can kind of just mimic a little and change a little. Let's see, like, these look a little gold. And you can completely see through the warmer. You can't see me, but I can totally see you guys. So, stunning off, stunning on. And it's a very beachy vibe without being like a wham in your face sandcastle. The dish sits in there very nice. I know some people always ask me about that. How does the dish fit in there? You ready? See, it is a very, very sea greeny color. You can see, you probably can't, but on some of the tiles, you can see like circles in them. They look like air bubbles. That's what they look like. But each one is hand placed. Each tile is unique. Like I said, there's gold flecking in some of the tiles. There's cracks in some of the tiles, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. It looks, to me, it looks like one of like sea glass that has washed up on the shore, minus that matte look. A lot of sea glass looks like matte and frosted. This is not frosted. This is crystal clear. But see how that Edison bulb, it just shines through. It's very pretty. I think it's just a very stunning warmer. But it can also be, what was I going to say? It's beachy, but it could also go non-beachy. There have been a lot of consultants that have staged it, pictured it with plants. It gives off a very planty vibe too because of that green color. It could just be a color. Like, okay, so the lighthouse warmer that we just had, that's a very niche product. You know, you kind of have to have a theme that works with that lighthouse. This is one of those warmers that could go with a bunch of different things. It can go beachy because of that sea glass look. It can go planty because of the green look. It can go southwestern, really, because of that turquoisey green hue. I think it could. It could go, I bet you this one will look really good with we don't have different colored bulbs though. It's almost scaly looking. Maybe, I know scales are rectangular, but you could. It's very jeweled look. Like this is one of those warmers that can go with a bunch of different themes and fit in with a bunch of different styles. Where sometimes some of the warmers are very specific to a style. Again, feet. Let's see if I can. See how it's got the feet, so it's raised up a little, so you don't have to worry about fitting the cord in a specific little notch. But unique from every aspect, which is also nice too, because if there's one specific tile that you particularly want in the front, you can kind of twist and turn this thing because you don't have to worry about that cord notch. You can turn it and make any one that you want in the front. So there it is. It is called On the Seashore. It is going to be $54 on the 1st. Now, I know a lot of you follow a bunch of different consultants. Some consultants do use filters when they take their pictures of product, and not in a bad way or anything like that. Again, this to me, you all are seeing it right here. I have no filter on because I'm not that trendy or technology smart. I can kind of do filters, but I'm really not that smart. You can see this is a green turquoisey hue, okay? I'm not, there are no filters on my screen. I don't know how to do that. Let's see. Do I have anything blue? I have a mask. I have an old mask. Let's see if that changes the color of it. Kinda. Okay, see, look at these ones right here. Granted, we're on a phone, so it makes it a little difficult. But see those right there? Now watch. See? See how it almost made it a little bit bluer? So it is one, like I said, it is one of those warmers that is going to take on whatever kind of color you have in your room. For instance, we are on a dark black countertop. Just so you know, we're on a dark black countertop. But yeah, I just wanted you guys to be aware, and I'm not saying anything bad about anybody else. Sometimes these colored warmers like that are a specific color, certain people want it for a specific color. Some people want it because it's more blue. Some people want one that's green. It's a greenish sea glass, sea foam, darker than sea foam, turquoisey, but not blue. It is more of a green color. And I want you guys to be aware of that. Like if you're wanting it because you saw a picture and it looks a really, really blue because I've seen that picture, that's not this warmer, okay? It's a filter. So I'm going to take pictures with it outside as soon as we get done here, just so that you guys can see. And I will post it next week with the, with those pictures so that you can see for real. But that's just a big thing. Some consultants, they just have that image about them that they do use some filters. And I'll be honest, some of those filters clean up some stuff pretty daggone good. And I could probably use a filter a time or two. I just don't. I just want you to be aware. It is a greenish color. But all unique, all hand-laid tiles. Look, see? Now you get to see the real me. So, yeah. Very pretty. Your grouting is going to be all different. It's not unique. I mean, it's not, like, super same, precise grouting. It is all hand-laid glass tiles. Each one's going to be unique. And like I said, you can see through it. So you can see my ceiling if you look up there. It is a completely see-through glass warmer. It's not very heavy at all. I don't want to throw it too high because I'll probably drop it. But it is not a very, very heavy warmer at all. Your feet are just little nubbins of the glass on the bottom. All right. And it is about as big as my head. A little smaller. Technically, it's 7.5 inches tall, but we all know I have no idea how big that is. So, there you go. Let's see. I have a brick. In comparison, there's a brick. There's a bar, if that helps you out any. It's like a bar and a half. I should really be better at sizes. We cannot do a blue bulb in it because it is a 40-watt bulb and there are no colored bulbs. So, you can't. So, now, okay. All of our bulbs are 20, well, the 15 watt is the mini warmers. 20 and 25 go in big warmers. And then we have the 40 watt, which are these. The Edison bulbs are a 40 watt. You can never go up. Like, you can never put a 25 watt bulb in a 20 watt warmer. It would mess it up, right? You can't go, what is this saying? You can't put 10 pounds of crap in a 5-pound bag or something like that. Is that a saying, or did I literally just make that up? Anywho, you can't put a 25 watt bulb in a 20 watt warmer, but you can put a 20 watt bulb in a 25 watt warmer. Okay. You can, so with this, you can put a, 25 watt bulb in it, but I will tell you what will happen is it's possible that your wax will not melt, or it may take a much longer time. Warmers are designed size-wise compared to bulb spacing. Okay, we're going to get some kind of technical. You want to have how much space between the top of your dish and a bulb is important because of melting the wax, along with the size, the construction of the warmer, the material in which the warmer is, because it all takes into account of how the wax is going to be warmed. So if you do go down in wattage, so if you go from a 40 watt to a 25 watt, it will affect the wax and how it melts. It could not melt, or it could just go slower. It all depends on the warmer. But you won't break it. Like, it's not going to blow up the warmer. It's not going to void a warranty or anything like that as long as you go down in size. So 40, you could use a 25 watt colored bulb if you wanted. But I cannot promise you that you will melt your wax. It all just depends. But there is a science. There is a science between the wattage of the bulb, the actual warmer, the size, the material, how far the gap is between the dish and the bulb. All of it goes into account for optimal wax melting. That's why we don't have a pink bulb, because we've had trouble. You wouldn't think changing the color of the bulb would change the amount of heat it puts off, but apparently it does. That's why it took us so long to get the blue and the purple bulb, because we could not get it to work just right. So yeah, it's very strange. I had no idea until I started this business that was a thing, but it is. So you could put a blue bulb in it. You just have to be okay with the fact that it might not melt the wax the way that you're used to. So I think it would look very pretty. Or it would turn purple. Blue and green make purple, right? No, they don't. Blue and green make yellow? I have no idea. I'm not that smart. So there you go. That's your warmer of the month for June. If you should need it, let me know. You know the drill. We will also be having that summer collection, the Sunshine State of Mind. That is going to be going live on the 1st. Your mailers are coming, okay? I actually had them out on Friday. Yeah, I actually had them out on Friday, and the post office sent them all back to me. I got a big old box of all of the mailers, telling me I needed more postage. I've never had that happen before. I wanted to cry. I wanted to scream. I wanted to throw a fit. But today I put a second postage stamp on them. Postage ain't cheap, y'all, either. I put a second postage stamp on them, and they will be going to the post office tomorrow. So in your monthly mailer, you have a sample of this month's scent of the month and one of each of the new summer collection. Good thing I was on the ball and had them out early for this fiasco, so you'll still get them. But if you need anything from that summer collection, let me know. I'm going to go over it all again next week because, yeah. So next Saturday or Sunday, I will go over all of the things in the summer collection again. But if you need this, let me know. If you would like to host, if you would like to get this for free, don't be a wimp. Just do it. It's not hard. It's not scary. It's literally no different than sharing an Amazon link. It is no different than sharing a link to a favorite recipe or a favorite store. You're literally just sharing a link and saying, hey, I really like this warmer. Is there anything that you want? Share. So you're looking at this and you're like, oh my gosh, I really like it. Or any of those bring back my bars, or any of the summer collection, anything. Just shout. Let's make you a link. I make sure every host gets rewards of some kind. You will never, ever, 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 ever walk away from a party with me empty-handed. So, alrighty. I'm going to go out before the sun goes down. I want to try to see if I am not very good at pictures. Emily can tell you that. That's why she's my best friend. Just kidding. It's more than just that. But I'm going to try to go outside and get some pictures of this warmer in the sunlight. See if I can do something miraculously and pretty with it. And I will see you guys next week, if not before. Have a good rest of your Sunday evening and have a good week.